All right. So, welcome to creating less stress, anxiety, and frustration through journaling. I am Kristen Vassar, and I am a life coach for moms. And I just wanted to share what has helped me so much in my journey to feel less of these anxieties and other uncomfortable feelings. And then when I felt less of the negative feelings, I was able to feel other feelings. So, a lot of the times before I used to feel frustration a ton. That was like a big one. Um, and now, not that I never feel it, but I feel it much, much less. So yeah. So here we go. This shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna just take you through basically what I do when I'm journaling about something that I feel like a really strong emotion about. And yeah, I'm just going to take you through it. So, why begin a journaling practice? First, it helps you to take everything out of your head, just like if you're like cleaning out your closet. Um, when you take everything out, you decide what to keep, what not to keep, and then you put it back in your closet, and it's like nice and neat and organized. That's exactly the way that I treat my journaling. It helps you to get out of the constant thought loop. And when we like continuously think about something over and over again, it depletes our energy, and it also makes us not present with whoever we're with or whatever we're with. So if you stop the constant thought loop, you're going to have more energy and be more present, which are things that people definitely would like more of. It helps to create emotions you want and reduce those you don't. Helps you begin to pay attention to how you feel. And understanding your emotions is literally the key to the universe. So starting to pay attention to how you feel is the first step. And then the other part of that is it releases your emotions. Our emotions are just energy inside of our body. And a lot of times, if we don't release them and we just keep pushing them down, then they can get stuck in our body and they come out in different ways. So if you write down everything that you're thinking and feeling, that is a release of your energy. Other releases are crying, which is a very healthy way, exercise. But this is just another avenue to get everything out. And then really, you know, I think this is like super important is journaling is free. It can be done anywhere, and you can do it for as short or as long as you want or have time for. Um, so that part is really good because sometimes we can't afford a coach or a therapist, or we don't have time for it, or we're feeling like really strong emotions and we need to release it somehow. You can just grab a piece of paper and write everything down. So if you have ever tried journaling before, just look at this as a new way to journal. And hopefully it will help you and just open your eyes to how it can really help you. Yeah. Okay. So this is the first step. We're going to do a brain dump. You're going to choose something that you've been thinking about a lot lately that creates an uncomfortable feeling in your body. So it could be like a person that you've been having negative emotions towards, that you've been frustrated with. It could be your job. It could be your house, like cleaning your house, or maybe just a situation in your life that you're feeling anxious about or stressed about. Just pick one thing and write it at the top of your paper, whatever that one thing is. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it with you. All right. And then we're just going to I'm going to, you know, give like 2, 3 minutes, and we're just going to write all of our thoughts down about that topic. So whatever you wrote at the top, you're going to write down all of your thoughts that you have about it. But what I want you to do is as you're writing your thinking, I want you to leave like skip lines. So write a thought and then skip a line, write a thought and skip a line. And really important, when you think that you're done, ask yourself again, like, what else is there? So, you know, when you like clean out your closet and there's stuff like in the back corner, if you don't look carefully enough, it's just going to stay there and it's going to stay in your body. So make sure, like, when you think you're done, say, what else do I think? What else is there? Okay. And your brain will give it to you if you just keep asking. Okay. Any questions or anything before we start? Good. Okay.
All good.
All right. You ready? I get a little background music for us. All right, go ahead and write your thoughts. Don't forget to skip lines. All right. Are you good? Move on.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say really quick too, like you could do this for just one topic, or you could do it like look at your entire day and just like write everything down from your thoughts from your entire day. It doesn't like I do this one when I'm feeling like a very strong, uncomfortable emotion. I just want to get it out. But on a daily basis, I just do a brain dump and just write whatever it is I'm thinking. So Okay. So the next step is to go through your each thought, read it to yourself, and then ask yourself, is that true? Because a lot of times, like, we think these thoughts and we don't check with them and see if they're actually really true. And then on the line that you left in between each thought, write something down that's equally true. So for example, a thought that I used to have is my husband should be cleaning the house when he's home with the baby. And when I think that thought, it creates frustration for me. So a thought that's equally true is that being engaged with our son is his priority and not cleaning. So like he doesn't think he should be cleaning when he's home. He thinks he should be playing with him and like talking to him and doing things with him. He takes him places. So when I think that, I don't feel frustrated. I just feel like love towards him. And also just like that's, not a priority for him to clean it. It's a priority for him to take care of our son. Um, and then if there's a thought that you see that once you like really look at it, that it isn't true, cross it off. So with the example above, a thought that I used to believe is that he didn't like think about me. And if he did, he would like clean the house. And so I was like making him not cleaning mean he didn't care about me. And that just wasn't true. And when I thought that, I was like not just frustrated, I was hurt that he didn't care enough to clean the house for me. But like that's just not the way his brain works. So that would be a thought that I would cross off because it's not true. All right, let me go over my directions again. So read each thought and ask yourself if it's true. If it's not true, you can just totally cross it off because you don't want to be thinking that thought anymore. If you still feel it's kind of true, then write another thought that's equally as true for you. Okay, do you understand what to do? Good. Or do you have a question?
I think I get it.
You
We'll
think?
see.
Okay. Yeah, just do it. And then afterwards you can ask me and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So go ahead, go through each thought, read it, cross it off, or write something that's equally as true.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
So if my thoughts are questions, what do you typically do?
That's such a good question. Um, so you answer them. That's
Okay.
it. I didn't think to talk about that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally, so whatever question you asked, and this is like all of the time. If you're asking yourself a question, do you do that a lot, do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, then answer it. So like whatever comes to your brain, that's what you're thinking, that's your thought.
Okay.
So what I would do like in for this exercise, I would just answer the question next to it or underneath it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks.
Um, you're welcome. I'm done with mine, so let me know when you're all
Yeah,
set.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you understand.
I know what I have to do to answer them. Yeah.
Okay. Um, how did you like understand it as you were going through aside from the question part? Did it
Yep.
make sense to you? Okay.
Yep. And I use this different color pen
Oh, you're
so that
so
I could see the difference.
love
You
it.
know,
You're so fancy.
gotta love the flares. Gotta love the
Yes.
flares.
Okay. Um, all right. So as you go through your day, just pay attention to your thoughts. The thoughts that you're having are causing you to feel your emotions. So any emotion that you feel in your body came from the thinking that you're thinking. So it's really good to just pay attention to your thinking. And then so like on the paper that you just had, when one of those thoughts that you crossed off comes up, because it's not like we write it on the paper and it disappears. We have to train our brain. So when a thought that you crossed off comes up, remind your brain that you're no longer thinking that thought because you decided it's not true. So just remind yourself, say, that's not true. We're not thinking that. Like that was the one that I told you, like, he doesn't care about me because he doesn't care about me. Or if he cared about me, he would clean. So like if that thought ever comes up again, I just am like, that's not true, you know? Um, And then when another thought comes up, remind yourself of what is equally true. So when I do come home sometimes and I'm like, the house is a mess and I start feel myself getting frustrated, like I feel my chest tightening. And that's when I say, like, no, like he played with him all day and they he's teaching him so much, he's so engaged. So I like shift my thinking and I go to the thought that I wrote that was equally true. um and so for that it's basically like you get to decide which one you want to believe. Like I could come home every day and be frustrated because my house is not as clean as I want it to be, or I can come home every day and be grateful that he's such a good dad to my son. Do you know what I mean? And so I just choose to be grateful like as much as I possibly can. I'm not like 100% in control of my thinking. Like that's just not the way our brains work. But whenever I notice it, I just shift it to the other thought that makes me feel better and makes like helps me to show up in a better way. That's the goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Um,
writing it makes you process it before to recall it.
exactly.
Okay.
Some thoughts that are like really tight hold, like a belief that you've had for a long time, you like need to write the new thought again and again and again, but
Mm-hmm.
that's like more advanced, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. Moving forward, journaling and thought work is just like everything else. The more you do it, the more change you'll see. Create a system in your life where you can do a brain dump each day or several times a week. Like I notice when I'm journaling a lot that I feel better and I'm making more progress in my goals and things like that. When my life is busy and I'm not journaling as much, then I'm just stagnant and everything's just kind of staying the same. My thoughts are staying the same. I'm feeling the same. I would like to do another class on positive feelings. So look out for that. So I'll teach you how to create more positive feelings in your life. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, definitely follow me. And if you would like to join my Facebook group where, you know, I post a lot of this kind of stuff and would love to see comments, and I reply to the comments and try to coach in the comments. So if you want even more work than just seeing what I'm posting, then definitely join the Facebook group. And then anyone who is not a client that would like to, after you watch the recording, that would like to have a free 30-minute session to dive into your negative thinking and ask me questions, then absolutely let's set something up. So, yeah, I'm going to stop the recording. And all right, so DM me or whatever, email me if you have any questions from here. All right.